Hi everybody, thank you so much for joining me tonight. If you're new here, my name is Jeanette. I really appreciate you all so much for coming by. Alright, so I thought this would be really great to do a pick a card reading. It's my first one, and I got this brand new amazing Sacred Rebels Oracle deck here, loves. And so I thought it'd be really great for us to read from the book and do the suggested layout and find some deep messages, some hidden knowledge that Spirit has to share for each one of us. Okay, so I have 6 cards in each pile, and I've meditated on each pile, and I chose them very carefully, and I chose fresh herbs and fresh lettuces and flowers from my own garden. And I want to read to you as you meditate over these piles. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. As you meditate over these piles to decide which one you would like to go with, loves, I'd like to read this to you. Across many different cultures and time periods, humans have cherished a secret meaning of herbs and plants. Flowers, herbs, and foliage were given as tokens of good luck and well-wishing. Sprigs of wheat included in bridal bouquets for fertility, whelps of bay laurels worn as symbols of victory. Okay, darlings, so I just wanted to read that to you so that you know why I chose plants here. Again, they are from my garden. We have daisies for pile 1. We have fresh herbs and lettuces from pile 2, and we have amazing pansies and violas. Okay, these herbs and lettuces were grown from seed. Okay, but everything we've nourished and loved deeply. So pile 1, 2, or 3, please choose your pile, my darlings. And at the end of each pile, I am just going to read from the book, but at the end of each pile, because these cards are amazing, they come with healing processes for each card, and they also come with a number for each card. So we're going to be tallying these up and doing a bit of numerology with this as well. Okay, I'm giving you a master number at the end of each egg. We're going to pull a spread called the egg for each pile. All right, loves? So I'll see you in just a second. Oh, by the way, we are going to keep, we're going to have those timestamps located in the comment box below and in the description box. All right, loves? So pile 1 with our daisies, 2 with our herbs and lettuces, very earthy, and pile 3 here, violas and pansies. All right, and I'll see you in just a second. We're going to start with pile 1. All right, darlings, for those of you who chose pile 1, my loves, with our beautiful daisies, here we are. Okay, we're going to set these aside as a blessing here. Beautiful, and I have these laid out in a certain way. Card number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I hope you guys can see all of those cards. Okay, we're going to start here with card number 1, which is this card here. We have number 39, free from judgment, free to love. Okay, let's set her there for one little second. Here, placement number 1 in this card egg is guidance for the new life and creative awakening happening now. Okay, that's what this card signifies for you, my darlings. Guidance for the new life and creative awakening happening now. All right, so we're going to pull it up in the book. Here we are, number 39. Now, these are very, very lengthy in description, and at the end, each one has a healing process. I am going to go through the healing process with you, so that you can align these specific chakras in your life. This is your creative side and your guidance, right? But we're only going to read about 2 or so paragraphs in. All right, loves? Here we are, number 39. Free from judgment, free to love. Imagine a world so infused with bliss, love, and wonder that you naturally and always feel as safe as a nourished, cherished baby in the arms of a universal mother. Life mothers us with kindness, and sometimes when we need it to grow, through challenges as well. Accepting this mothering, in its gentle and fierce phases, can be difficult at times. Yet there are those brave enough in spirit to go forth onto their path with absolute trust in Universal Mother. Some are even part of her plan to help mother others, that's a typo, so that they too can surrender fear and live more freely. This oracle comes with a message for you, my love. You are learning about mothering and being mothered. You might not do this in a typical way. It might be through bearing children, but it could also be through adopting children, raising children, or otherwise taking care of children and loving them as if they were your own. You might also be learning how to mother on a rather difficult scale, working with groups, communities, causes, or purposes that need your devotion, your energy, your belief in their value, and your willingness to be a wild tigress or the supportive shoulder to lean upon in order to bring those worthwhile groups to life. All right, darling. So yes, the universal motherly energy there. That's absolutely beautiful. Again, that's coming in for you. Card space 1, guidance for the new life and creative awakening for what's happening for you now. So it feels like here, loves, it could be the key within your children. It could be nourishing this gift within you, the motherly energy coming from within inside of you, darlings here. Now, just loving. Just free to love again. Okay? That's your awakening for your creative side. Okay? And here the healing process for this, if you're having issues with anything related to this card or this card placement, the healing process here, loves. Place your hand over your lower belly and say the following. I now release from my body, mind, and heart any negative mothering experiences that would prevent me from receiving the healing grace, love, and support of the Universal Mother through the natural flow of life. May I be blessed and held in her loving embrace so that I may grow into all that I am. So be it. Breathe in and out. As you breathe in, imagine you are drawing in a healing love of the Universal Mother. As you breathe out, feel your body release negative energy. You do not need to be conscious of exactly what is being released, loves. Okay? You might sense the release as motion or a sludge leaving the body, and then you might not sense anything at all. Whatever happens in your own process is just right for you. Remember, if you cannot sense it consciously, something is happening at a level below conscious awareness. You can still have confidence that the process is working for you in the best way. Relax, and when you feel ready, simply place your hands on your heart and send love for the moment. Then return to your day or evening. It is that simple, loves. Beautiful. So this is talking about motherly struggles, motherly intuitions, and motherly energies, nourishing from within you. Okay, I wrote down your number 39 here, babes, because at the end we're going to give you a master number. All right, coming here for number 2, we have number 42. The word wants to be written. The word wants to be written, my loves. Okay, you look at that card, my darlings. And as you do that, I'm going to look this up. And okay, so for card placement 2, this is any blocks or issues that you're working through to allow this to happen. So to allow this creative awakening, this creative inspiration within you, because the word wants to be written, darlings. These are any blocks or issues that you're working with now to allow this to happen. Okay, so let's look up number 42. The word wants to be written. You might have been taught that creativity is something you have to work hard to access, or that finding your life purpose is so difficult that you must search high and low for it. Yet what you are is within you and wants to come out at every available opportunity. Yes, my darlings. Yes, you don't have to struggle so much. It is more about allowing space for it to manifest and to let the energy flow. We're all about flow here, right? The real struggle is not in finding something. It is more about letting go of the idea that you need to search for your path in the first place. Yes. You see, the process of activating your path is a natural one. The effort is in getting out of the way. The effort is in getting out of the way, not in making something happen. As for being yourself, that is the foundation from which your true life path will reveal itself. Being yourself becomes easier when you give yourself permission to love, honor, and accept yourself in all circumstances, especially the ones where you might be more tempted to reject and judge. Okay? Give the sacred rebel within the opportunity to decide your values, irrespective of whether they meet the general social acceptance. This oracle brings you the message that what you are dreaming of or seeking to do, creative, live, or manifest, is actually very natural for you. That is why you want to do it. If you experienced controlling or manipulative forces as you were growing up, you would have found it hard to access your natural state at the same time. You would have been too busy trying to adapt to get through the trials of childhood. When you finished navigating childhood and started to let go of who you were taught to be in order to become who you really are, you may have found your life path was not easily accessible. That is simply because your true and natural self was covered by layers of shame from early conditioning, that you had to be other than what you are in order to win love or get acceptance. Okay, darlings, but that's not true, because here your story, your path wants to come out, wants to burst out with every opportunity. Let's read the healing in this card, loves. Okay, my babies. Again, that's about any blocks or issues that you're working with, darlings. So some of you may have some childhood issues with your acceptance into this world, or with your confidence. All right, loves. And this is saying to be yourself. Say aloud. All right, your healing process, loves. Say aloud, I now choose to forgive and release any person, situation, or circumstance that has ever been a source of shame or shaming for me, whether conscious or unconscious. I now release this from my body, mind, and heart through unconditional love. I choose to claim myself instead. I love, accept, and claim all of me under the loving protection and wisdom of life. I choose to live as myself now. I call the unconditionally loving on the unconditionally loving assistance that life wishes to send me for this journey now. I honor my creative power and my innate worth. So be it. Be kind to yourself. Say this every day for the next few days, or however long it takes for you to believe it. You are worth the effort. Some of you loves may have some deep childhood trauma, or you're struggling with how to be a mother how to accept your mother or accept your past related to your mother, right? Free from judgment, free to love. And the word wants to be written here, loves. Okay. Let's move on to card 3 for you, my darlings. Card 3. Oh, wow. Number 10. Releasing allegiances. Releasing allegiances. Number 10. Let's write number 10 down. And look this up. Number 3 spot for you, loves, in your egg. Ah, I lost my spot. Aha. Number 3, the gift that is coming to me through this process. So the gift that is coming to you through this process of dealing with these potential motherhood-related issues or mother-related issues, loves, writing now your own story here. This is the gift that is coming to you. Number 10. Number 10, we have releasing allegiances. It is time to hold on to yourself and let go of another, even if it's just for a time. You have gained all that was meant to be from this connection. Interesting. At least for now. You have given and you have received. The need to let go does not deny the value of what has been acquired. It is more that the time has come for greater productivity, creativity, abundance, and consciousness in your life. All right. Well, that says it all, really. But we're going to keep going. You know me. You have completed many cycles in the vibrational frequency of consciousness that you are now being asked to release, darlings. You have been in that vibrational frequency for some time now. You have earned the right to step out of that frequency, out of the habits, relationships, and the possibilities that are limited to that outmoded frequency. It is now time to expand into higher frequencies of experience that will bring enhanced love, empowerment, and peace into your life. You will take the wisdom of what you have learned with you into something new. New connections, new relationships, new life experiences at a higher turn of a spiritual life. But first, you, my darlings. First, you. Trust that you can step into that solitude for a time without being consumed by loneliness. It is time to reconnect with yourself. Perhaps you have had a period of outward orientation where your energy has been diverted away from your inner journey of self-discovery and creative self-expression and into the world of lists, schedules, and demands. Trust that you may need to step back momentarily even from your healthier relationships and commitments to refresh your spirit by reconnecting with your own nature in solitude, darlings. Perhaps you have been diving so deep into the creative waters that you've lost your bearings on your energetic connection to the earth, your own life, and your needs in the here and now. Either way, you need to come back to the ground of your own body. All right? It's time for self-love. It's time for self-love. Okay, darlings? The gift that is coming to you in this process. It's time for self-love. All right, honeys? Here, this healing process that comes with this releasing allegiances. Lie down somewhere comfortable and relax. Say, I love my body, and my body loves me. I trust my body, and my body trusts me. I love wisdom, and wisdom loves me. I trust wisdom, and wisdom trusts me. Sense, visualize, feel, or intend that there is to be a beautiful emerald green light with golden, sparkling flecks of energy in it. It rises from the earth below you and bathes your body until you are floating in an ocean of emerald green with gold and sparkle flecks of energy within it and light. Let it fizz and wash around you, through you, right into the cells of your very being. Finally, let it form a bubble of light around you, encasing you like an egg or a shell, from the top of your head all the way down to the bottom of your feet, on either side of you, in front and in back. Let it be close enough that it feels perspective and spacious enough that you can breathe easily. Take your time, and when you're ready, simply open your eyes. And you've completed the process, provided that you follow up and have some time for yourself, of course. All right, darlings. Again, that was the gift being given to you. Okay, let's gotta drink a sip of my soda. I can't show you the logo because I'm not getting paid by them. I'm just kidding, darlings. Let's go on to card number 4, Diving for Light. That's beautiful. Number 11. Ooh, number 11. For you, in this egg, this is guidance for interacting with the outer world during this process. So guidance for interacting with the outer world. How do we process that? How do we do that? We're diving for light, loves. Diving for light. Oh, how brave you are. You are diving for light. It can be so much simpler to seek light in the heavenly, in that which is blissful, sweet, loving, and kind. To look for the light in which is dark is an advanced task that only a rebellious and brave heart will attempt. You may not feel that you have taken on such a journey by choice, yet you have taken this wise challenge on from deep within your soul. Your innermost being has evoked this situation into your life with the intention that you will grow in power, wisdom, and creative juice. It also wants you to experience a bold and fearless trust in life and become further empowered to live it and with zest and courage. The Oracle of Divine Light, loves. The Oracle of Divine Light speaks of a time when you are called into darkness through life circumstances, situations, relationship challenges, or inner struggles that defy clear understanding. Goodness, if I could just talk. I think maybe it's hitting a little too home, even for me. It's beautiful. The darkness might be a creative block, a sense of being in a void, or feelings of depression, rage, sadness, fear, or anxiety. There may or may not be an obvious cause. The darkness might be generally accepted or socially acknowledged because there is a socially acceptable or obvious reason for it, such as death, divorce, or entrenchment. However, there may be no obvious justification for your experience of darkness. You might not need a reason to be able to accept it. Likewise, you may struggle to find an unconditional acceptance of your experience. Just know that you're actually on track and right where you need to be. Our creative process and the spiritual path go through a similar turning of the wheel. There is a spring and a summer in the seasons of our soul as well as the earthly ones. There is an autumn harvest, and there is a death inherent in the winter when energy is concentrated and pulled within to seek out darkness where it can rest, regenerate, and simply be, until the time is right for new life, energy, and creative inspiration to burst forth. When diving for life, one must be willing to bear the darkness and understand it has a purpose, much like winter does upon earth. It has an error, or through lack of consequence, you are here now. It is a testament of your spiritual growth and creative processes, not a sign that they are lacking or stalling. The healing process below will help you with your inward plunging and successfully navigate it. All right, darlings, so that's a bit for that. Ooh, that is Beautiful. Diving for light again. To reiterate, this is card placement for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Guidance for interacting with the outer world. So diving deep, you know who you are. Diving deep because you're being called to do so. Because you can handle it. Because you need to, okay? Your healing process for this card, my loves. Say this aloud whether it makes sense to you or not, okay? I call upon the presence of unconditional love. Be here now without restraint. Fill me and fill this place. Touch all beings with your grace. I feel the presence of unconditional love within me. I acknowledge the presence of unconditional love all around me. I am the presence of unconditional love, and in its love, no fear can remain. All right, for those of you who want to pause so you can read that, feel free. Yes, no fear can remain. May unconditional love guide any fear back to the light of love, or back to the earth as served in its greatest good. My mind, body, heart, and soul are now completely bathed in and protected by unconditional love. Through my own free will, this is so. Repeat morning and night for at least 3 days and continue for as long as you wish and for as long as feels good for you, darlings. You may feel some reactions to this work. Fear, anger, or irritation may come up. You may feel an overwhelming need to go and do something that doesn't actually seem that important, or once you start doing it, you could have waited 5 more minutes. You might feel nausea. You might feel emotional with sadness or grief passing through you. These are all signs that your healing process is working on a darker energy, that the energy is releasing itself from you. So diving into the darkness to retrieve the light. It's beautiful. Repeat this simple process until you feel clear. Don't be afraid to continue with it as much as needed, especially if you live or work in a toxic environment. For some of you, that toxic environment, there may be a toxic environment related to your mother, or you may be just struggling as a mother because of your own toxicity. This needs to be purged, obviously, my loves, okay? Especially if you live or work in a toxic environment with a lot of negativity, arguments, anger, or disturbances, and cannot extricate yourself from that environment for a period of time for various reasons. If you feel you need additional help, seek out a reputable shaman or spiritual healer. Start with inherent searches or word-of-mouth referrals. Then trust your instincts about who feels good for you to assist you. There is no need to fear or to feel burdened by this work. You are being drawn into an experience so that you are ready. You are being drawn into this experience so that you are ready to experience more light. Yes, loves, that shadow work. To be ready for that, we must be capable of handling equal darkness. Now is the preparation. Soon, the celebration will follow, my loves. Beautiful. Whew. And that was your guidance for interacting with the outer world during this process. Okay, my loves. Moving on to number 5. We have card 19. Dream a beautiful dream. Oh, gorgeous. Dream a beautiful dream, loves. Okay, let's write that down. Number 19. Okay, this is card placement 5. Special message. Oh my goodness, why couldn't I say because that was funny. Special message from my higher self and spiritual guides on this matter. Okay, so here's your special message. Why that was so hard for me to say, I don't know, but I think we all needed a laugh, yeah? I think we needed that. Spirit says, now break the tension, lips. Maybe even a little sip of the soda. Dream a beautiful dream, you guys. The urge to create is the same within you as it is for the universal creator. It also has the same magical ability to draw harmony into being and to find beautiful or order in chaos. Beautiful order in chaos, you guys. That's gorgeous. Oh my God. This includes bringing harmony and the perfect balance of well-being into your body, mind, and emotions. This is also part of you that wants to dream of beauty and bring it to life in as many ways possible, in how you eat, dress, look, behave, make love, create art, relate to your community, write your poetry by moonlight, or bathe in the candlelight. If you have come to believe that your love of beauty is superficial rather than a genuine expression of your heart's appreciation of symmetry, harmony, and grace, then you may have blocked your ability to create harmony in your life. You may believe it to be an unworthy goal. Yet beauty, genuine beauty, rather than superficial glamour, loves, flows from within. It's an expression of radiance within the heart and a love of life. If you are struggled with an obsessive attitude towards beauty and tends to prevail in human culture, yes, then it is time that you look to nature instead. Her beauty is boundless, quirky, and endlessly diverse. If you feel blocked, thwarted, or contaminated by others, in your quest to bring your beautiful dreams to life, you may feel that your heart is dulled, minimized, or shut down. Small-mindedness can limit beauty to a very narrow physical sense. However, you can shun the social disease of the superficial, narrow definitions of beauty, thumb your nose at the airbrushed images, and dare to love what is. Honoring nature is one example. Give yourself permission to feel and be beautiful in many ways. You can feel harmony outside of what is supposed to be harmonious. If you are brave and wild enough, you can even find beauty and harmony amongst the chaos of change. Yes, sensing that change is just a creative process kicking into the gear. Realizing there is nothing to fear brings even greater beauty, harmony, surrender, and grace to the experience of life and creating itself in more stunning forms through you, my darlings. Oh my God, that was gorgeous. I love this deck so much. So coming for you, my babies, this is that special message. Special message from your higher self, okay? To dream that beautiful dream, okay? To dream that beautiful dream. I almost forgot we got to do the healing process on that. Healing process. This one's easy and short. Say aloud, I shine like the sun, radiant with grace, and all that I desire comes to me according to perfect timing. I relax, believe, and receive through unconditional love. This is now so. Okay, my babies. Yes. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, Les. Going on now to the final bit here. For you, card number 6. Number 45. Pandora's Gift. Oh, you guys got some amazing cards. Number 45, Pandora's Gift. Okay, this is coming as card number 6, guidance for bringing this process into practical manifestation into your life. Oh my goodness. Yes. So how do you bring it into your life? How do you bring this vision? We do that through Pandora's Gift, my loves, for you. There is a mythic woman much mangled throughout history whose name means all gifted. Pandora lives within us as our curious nature, yearning to conquer chaos, evil, and darkness with the light of knowledge. She is the hopeful voice of our soul that asks the question and, in doing so, triggers the process that brings the answers. Oh yes, I am loving this. Sometimes it is through uncomfortable learning that we find our treasure. Pandora reminds us that the process of learning can take us to places that seem like the end of our world, and yet all is not lost. Even now, the light within you is stirring for new revelation, new life, and new adventure. Yes, Pandora is all gifted and all giving. Her presence invites you to forego your belief in judgment. Now is the time to surrender the misplaced guilt that you may have brought upon yourself or another, some terrible happening. It is time to let go of the shame-based belief and punishment. This is a belief that you deserve to be brought to task over any perceived imperfection, or that your naturally human journey somehow renders you inadequate. Pandora frees the soul from this torment. This is her gift. The human journey necessarily involves learning through experience. There is no shame in your learning process, loves. Pandora's presence is a sign of a new time to swap the notion of inherent shame for the acceptance of inherent divinity. Yes. From this moment on, how unstoppable you shall become. Oh, how unstoppable you shall become, my loves. Yes. All right, healing process for this. Let's see. Okay, babies. Begin by grounding your attention in the here and now. Grounding yourself from the here and the now, away from the daily distractions, and always on your own thoughts. Here. Yes. This process will take you beyond intellect into the purely intuitive knowing encoded in the divine light of your soul. Sit or stand comfortably and relax. Place your hands at your heart and close your eyes for a few moments. When you are ready, you can lower your hands and say the following aloud. My heart light is unmasked from shame, fear, and doubt. Those that seek to torment me are unequivocally uninvited now. I bow only before divine truth, love, and light. All else is similarly dismissed. All else is similarly dismissed. Oy. Sorry, you guys, I'm having a hard time reading right now. If you would like to add a dramatic flair of some hissing, yelling, tongue poking, or other, I respect the right to live as you choose and you aren't welcome in my soul to get lost, feel free. Okay, loves. Then take a few moments to imagine, feel, visualize, and intend that you are breathing divine light in and out throughout your heart. As you breathe this light, loves, as you breathe this light, anything that is not for your highest good flies out of your heart at the front, the back of your sides, and the light simply grows and grows. Relax as you do this. Oh, it is so natural for the heart to amplify that divine light. It is a way that our soul breathes. When you are ready, say the following aloud. I give the true divine beloved permission to guide me into the fulfillment of my sacred gifts, talents, and destiny. May all that was originally intended for me be released into being and protected through divine protection, grace, and my own free will. So be it. Place your hands in prayer at your heart and bow your head. You have completed your healing process. Okay, so let me quickly add this up here. That breaks down to a 9. We have here a 10, which is really just a 1. We have our 11, which breaks down to 2. We've got a 1. We've got 6 here, loves. And 9, 10, 11, 12, which breaks down to a 3. We add these together. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 22. 22. So the divine number that you have, loves, here is 22, but really that breaks down to a 4 for you. Okay, my love, so let's look up really quick here your number 4. The numerology here for number 4, the salt of the earth. The number 4 is without a doubt masculine, reflecting strength and stability. His chief characteristics are dependability, productivity, punctuality, and abundance. He is trustworthy, patient, conventional, and a traditionalist. He is a bit boring and not much of a social person, preferring to toil in quiet obscurity. He works steadily and can be very persistent. He finds great satisfaction in his accomplishments and favors results over financial reward or public recognition. He is humble, dresses conservatively, and blends in with his surroundings. He is average in looks, physical health, and strong, but neat and clean and unremarkable. He does not like to draw attention to himself, but he will fight you tooth and nail if you try to muscle in on his territory. He believes in effort and control and is certainly goal-orientated, but his goals are simply down to earth. He is not a visionary, but notices every detail. He is capable. He has an excellent memory and doesn't cut corners. He is the perfect employee, but doesn't tend to do well in social environments. If we look at the shape of number 4, you will see that hard angles. Yes, this is a hard-edged, straightforward workaholic at times. The imaginations of number 4s is not well developed, and his views are usually narrow-minded and unconventional. The 4 tends to be religious without questioning established doctrine, preferred to parrot the beliefs of peers, feeling safe and secure to the predictable, unchanging nature of tight discipline. All right, loves, there is more information here, but I feel, to wrap it up, Spirit is clearly saying this issue for you, loves, this which you need to cut free and need to forgive someone or yourself for, is the basis of your situation. You need to dive deep within yourself. Maybe perhaps some of you have been very stubborn in finding the guidance that you need. Now, loves, with your daisies and your pile number 1 being called to explore a beautiful dream, explore what life has to offer you. All right, darlings. Coming back now with pile 2. Okay, for those of you who chose pile 2, number 2, we have our beautiful herbs and lettuces. We're going to put them off to the side as a blessing, and we're going to we unfold these a certain way. Card 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, loves. I hope you can see all of those cards. Alright, and we're going to start with card number 1 here. We are going to keep track of the numbers so that we can keep track of your numerology. Okay, follow your own rhythm. Oh, that's beautiful. Follow your own rhythm. Okay. So this is card placement number 1 for you. This is guidance for the new life and creative awakening happening for you now. Okay, this is number 5. Number 5. Follow your own rhythm. All right, let's look this one up. Now these descriptions are very lengthy, okay? There's a lot of text here. I'm only going to read a little portion of it, probably about a couple paragraphs, but at the end of each one, there is a healing process. So I will go through the entire healing process for you. If you're having issues with any of these cards or the placements in which they lie, then do the healing processes, okay? And that will be very healing and beneficial for you, darlings, all right? Okay, follow your own rhythm. Deep within you, you are moved by an ancient, powerful force that cannot be tamed. It is in the rising pulse of your connection to the life force. You may feel it in your bones, in your blood, in your heart, and in your belly. When there is something dying within, you sense it falling away, no longer needed. You sense when it is time to rest and time to be patiently in transition. You feel the stirring of agitation and restlessness when new life calls you to create, to act, to step forward and to take risks. You know that you march to your own beat, and no one else can tell you what your inner rhythms are, and and that you must trust your inner timing. Sorry, guys. You cannot be rushed or forced, nor can you be held back when it is time to burst forth. These celebrations and supports sorry, you guys. Oh my God, life supports and celebrates the natural rise and fall of your inner rhythms. I'm getting swept away. This is beautiful. You guys, this oracle brings you the special message that you cannot miss what you are destined for, nor will you gain anything by trying to push yourself. Trust in the life cycles within, and you will feel the perfect balance between effort and surrender, discipline and letting go. When it is time for the rhythm of the rest, you will feel a natural slowing within and be drawn into contemplation and environments that are more gentle, spacious, and nourishing, and perhaps more peaceful. All right, love. So if you're having issues in the healing process, say aloud, I now release any unhealthy attachment to the structures, routines, and beliefs and systems of others that are preventing me from accessing and honoring my inner sacred rhythms. May I be assisted through unconditional love to know the truth of my own timing. I love myself enough to give myself rest when needed, to trust my own timing and not feel forced or rushed. I believe in myself enough to take healthy, inspired risks and action when the timing feels right to me. I trust my inner rhythms. They are wise and helpful. Through unconditional love, so be it. Oh, yes. You may now wish to stand up and close your eyes. Be aware of your own energy. What does it feel like now? What does your body want? Is it to move, to curl up in a ball and rest, or to open your arms and dance around the room with joy? Perhaps you would like to give yourself a reassuring hug. I'll send you a hug. Take a moment now to do what is needed for yourself based on your feelings. If this is easy for you, great. If it's hard for you to know what you need to do, then even more wonderful. This means you are to open up to learn something new about yourself, and it will become easier with practice. All right, darlings. So again, number 5, following your own rhythm, my babies. And that was in regards to your new life and your creative awakening that is happening for you now. All right, follow your own rhythm, the beat of your own drum, okay? Doing what's right for you now, okay? Absolutely. Okay, card number 2. Oh, yes, number 14. Beyond going normal. Absolutely. Number 14. Beyond going normal. This is in the placement of card number 2. Any blocks or issues that you're working with to allow this to happen in your life. All right, this awakening, this new creative awakening. So here are the blocks. Number 14. Number 14, going beyond normal. On the path of life, there are deciding moments where we can choose to go with the mainstream, or we can dare to take a bolder, more authentic and trusting way, even if it seems riskier or less safe. To rely solely on logic and science without incorporating the mysterious and magical is a recipe for an existence that is far too dry. Way far too dry, yes. The sacred rebel within our hearts will always choose a juicier approach to life. You are currently approaching such a choice point, loves. You could say that the choice is about balance. It is less about choosing to honor either art or science, gardening or architecture, and more about integrating all approaches so that you can enhance rather than hinder your journey. Placing science or architecture above all else kills off rebellious heart. Steadfastly rely on logic, proof, and a complete set of plans to measure and dictate outcomes will suffocate the soul. Basing decisions on limiting factors with an imbalanced measure of success is unnecessarily limiting. This approach prevents us from living freely, spontaneously, and with trust so that we can rebel against the need for things to go strictly according to plan. Choose to value decisions based on passion and instinct and trust in life enough to embrace it as an adventure and let it unfold as it will. Going beyond the normal, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. And again, loves, that's any blocks or issues that you might be having. So breaking free from that which we construct as normal in our society. I feel like it's a coming unstuck. Number 3 card placement for you is number 17. What is already within you? Oh, look at that. Number 17. What is already within you? Card placement number 3, darlings. This signifies the gift that is coming to you through this process. Ooh, wow. So whatever gift is coming to you is already within you. Well, isn't that beautiful? You hold in your hands that which you seek. In other words, the pair of spectacles you have been rummaging around the house for are on top of your head. You are seeking, perhaps exploring far and wide, is actually right under your nose. You may not like this idea. Yeah. True. It is so much more wonderful to imagine there is something yet to find. Of course, there's unlimited creative potential and always something more that can be. Yet, in this instant, it's more important for you to know that you already have what you need and what you want. That doesn't mean it's the end of the story, although it does ask you to give up the fantasy that a perfect solution lies in the future somewhere. All right, loves. Instead, it asks you to acknowledge that everything necessary for success is with you now. It's with you now, you guys. All you need to do is accept this and act with what you have available to you. This is good news. This particular chapter has a happy ending in store. The ending will become real for you just as soon as you stop trying to skip forward to the next chapter. Better to be completely present in the now. From here now, the next phase will naturally happen without force on your part. All right, yes, because it's already within you, darlings. What is already within you? This is the gift. Yes, this is the gift that's coming to you through this process. That which you seek is already here. It's already growing from within you, loves. All right? Beautiful, beautiful piece of advice. Okay, coming for number 4. Number 25, releasing the dark wound. Let love live. Oh, yes. Absolutely gorgeous. Release the dark wound. Let love live. Card number 25. My loves, this is coming for you in card placement 4, which is guidance for interacting with the outer world during this process. So this is how you can better interact with the outer world, by releasing this dark wound and letting love live. So let's see. Number 25. Oh, did I do the healing process for number 17? I didn't do the healing process for number 17. Oh, poopy, hold on. We're going to go back for a second. Real quick. My bad. I'm sorry, guys. Healing process for number 17. Did I even do it for number 14? Yes, I did. Yes, okay. I just had to make sure. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, healing process. Hug yourself by wrapping in your arms around your body. Can you summon love for yourself? Feel what comes up for you with this. Do you think it's silly and resist it? Can you soften and melt into it? Feel love for yourself. You're as deserving of love as anyone. Can you accept this love from yourself now? Feel your heartbeat in your chest and flow of your breath. You are alive. You're connected to life, and you can trust in yourself, your own mind, your own body, your own breath. Just be with yourself and know that everything's okay. Reassure yourself that letting go of the past is natural as passing the seasons of life. When you are ready, stand up, open your arms wide, and hold them above your head for a moment. Imagine your heart and hands are open and shining out the beautiful light that is within you. Imagine the universe receiving it and saying yes to you. You are feeling cheeky and ready. Send a big yes back to the universe and laugh. This is all. That is enough. You are enough. So be it, my loves. Yes. So be it. Okay, my darlings. All right. So, going back to card number 25, I apologize for that. Card number 25. Release the dark wound. Let love live. Oh my gosh, I keep missing it. There it is. Okay, if we detach something from its source too soon, trying to force it to become what is not yet ready or willing to become, we can unintentionally sap it from its strength and kill it. There's a dark wound in the consciousness of humanity which demands perfection and denies process. If you are thinking of publishers before you have even written this book, if you are comparing your unfinished song idea to the latest best-selling pop release, if you are decided that you are not good enough or worthy enough to succeed before you've given it everything you've got and asked for divine help, then this dark wound has you in its grasp. You have to let go of the death grip of perfectionism. Let yourself and your ideas live. Love is abundant, creative, and inspiring. It moves us so much more joyously and creatively than fear. If you're being asked to honor the path of your own love, what inspires you? What feels exciting, joyful, and perhaps even rather different? Let love live. Release the dark wounding of false belief, my darlings. Yes. These are countless stories of vastly successful artists who very nearly binded the project that was the making of their career because of the despair fostered by their own dark nature. They doubted. They were uncertain. What was their work? Was their work any good? Was it useless? They struggled to believe in it. They struggled to believe the work and the right of life, whether it was accepted, revered, or rejected by others or not. They nearly lost their work to fear. Undoubtedly, there have been many times when this actually happened and the work was not saved, not allowed to live. Do not let this happen to you. Whether something is meant to be commercially orientated as a venture or more personally created on your own therapeutic healing, It must be allowed to be without judgment, without criticism, even without premature evaluation. It must be allowed to be what it is, and only time, love, patience, and attention will reveal it, loves. Oh, excuse me. That's absolutely beautiful. So if you've been creatively stifled right now, let your love live. Let go of this binding in your life. Healing process for this love. Say the declaration below out loud 3 times. 3. Be in your heart and really feel what you're expressing. I now choose my own free will to release all cellular memories and belief systems based in darkness wounds of criticism, judgment, shaming, and fear, so that my creative, loving energy may thrive in a nourishing environment conducive to growth. Through all time and space, through all dimensions of being, through unconditional love, so be it. Absolutely. Yes, my darlings. And again, for you, that was number 4, guidance for interacting with the world. This sounds like somebody who's trying to break free and let the creative processes take over. You may fear your own, you may be judging yourself too soon. Spirit is saying the guidance that you have for interacting with the world is to not be so harsh on yourself, love. Let yourself be and follow your own rhythm, my darlings, going way beyond normal because it's within you. Oh my God, this is I'm so feeling this right now. All right. Woo. Number 13. Power of attraction. Power of attraction, you guys. Number 13. Power of attraction. This is coming in spot number 5. Special message from my higher self and spiritual guides on this matter. Power of attraction. Oh, I can feel it coming. Yes, yes. Power of attraction. There is such wonder awaiting you. There are so many beautiful adventures and so much magic yet to be. Can you keep your heart open to what is coming towards you without surrendering your experience to this moment by becoming too future-orientated? You see, there's magic in this moment too. There's something arising within you out of the depths of your being. In this process, there is a shift in environment, both internal and external. I lost my place. Oh, a fertility is being stimulated. This is your time to play with that fertility, to conceive, create, and embark upon the process of transformation with an open heart and mind, my loves. You may not know where it's all going to lead. All you need to know is that it will be wonderful and exactly, perfectly what is needed. Beyond that, allow the energy of fertile growth and abundance that now flows so naturally and richly within you and around you simply to be. You are a big soul. With that often comes big dreams, darling. You might worry that you want too much out of life. Perhaps you think you are only capable of small dreams. If you have drawn the oracle of big, bold vision as well, I don't know if we have yet, then this is the part of the message is highlighted for you. This oracle is guiding you to remember that there are stages of creation. A house cannot be built without the flooring. No matter how beautiful the stained glass windows you plan to install are, the walls need to be put up first. Your big life dreams are a work in progress, just like you. If you've been working on or healing something within you, starting a new creative project, or just taking on a new job or relationship, and feel that although you are getting some results, you are impatient for more, doubt that you can continue or even find the zone or become proficient in the situation at hand, then this oracle comes as a reinforcement. You are doing well. That which is worthwhile takes time to rebuild. Celebrate such success, even the small ones. You are creating something of worth. Be patient, keep going, and trust. Wow. All right, guys, this healing process is a bit lengthy, but I'm going to go through it anyway, of course. So I'm just giving you a heads up. If you need help in this area, the power of attraction. Close your eyes and relax. Imagine that you are in a wild desert landscape in nature in the middle of summer. The sun is hot overhead and you can sense the aridity of the land. Oh my gosh. The green cacti sprouting with spikes and the strong heat rising from the earth in shimmering waves. What does this feel to you? Then you are in red golden forest with trees looking as though they are set on fire with vibrant colored leaves that fall to the ground, creating lush heaps of crunchy colored debris. The air is becoming crisp and cool. What does this feel to you? The moon rises overhead and you are in a winter landscape. Mountains of snow fallen in light. Delicate snowflakes settle on the heap of the dark night. Sky becomes clear and filled with endless stars. The dazzling aurora borealis begins to shimmer. Vivid green light swirls and shimmers, hauntingly beautiful, dancing through the night sky. The sharp, cold night air is invigorating with light. What does this feel to you? Then you're in a lush green landscape sprouted with new shoots and warm sun caressing the earth. Lambs and rabbits frolic sweetly and playfully. Daisies and daffodils create a vibrant yellow blanket over the green grasses. And there is a sweet scent in the mild, warm air. How does this feel to you, loves? Say aloud, I trust in the cycles of my life, my work, and my own spiritual growth. Through unconditional love, I thrive. When you are ready, just open your eyes and you have completed the healing process. Wow, that was beautiful. Power of attraction. Gorgeous. Again, you guys, for you coming in your 5th placement, that special message from your higher self and your spiritual guides on this matter. Okay, lives. Let me grab a little sip of soda real quick. All right. Last card. Ooh, number 30. The perfection of your life. The perfection of your life, you guys. Number 30. Okay. This comes in card placement 6. Guidance for bringing this process into practical manifestation into your life. The perfection of your life. How funny. It seems it's growing within you already, darling. Have you ever seen a storm picture from above? It can appear to be so beautiful and elegant. This is certainly different to ground view, which can be quite violent at times. So too, there is a great beauty in our life now. However, at this point in the natural process, you may be experiencing it as anxiety-induced rather than beautiful. You may sense it is internal chaos. You may feel it as something that is waiting to erupt from within, as a restlessness or an anxiety that you cannot quite articulate, but sense vaguely nonetheless. Perhaps the chaos is fully fledged, and a person or situation in your life is causing all this kinds of chaos or havoc, upheaval, or change and uncertainty in your world. Whether the chaos seems subtle, strong, internal, external, or the above, this oracle brings the same message for you. All is unfolding according to a perfect higher order. All right, loves. You are currently enduring a cosmic spiritual storm which is having an impact on you. It is clearing things out, ruffling feathers, and preparing for that loving, super fresh, uplifting feeling that one experiences after the storm has finally passed. If you have drawn the oracle of after the storm as well, this message is amplified for you. Okay, so we didn't draw any of the amplifiers, but that's okay. Even if you have not chosen that card, but feel intuitively drawn to the read of the message, read it after the healing process below, and you are encouraged to do so. If you cannot believe that there is anything happening, even at a subtle level, because you feel stuck, denied, bored, thwarted, or stale, this oracle brings you a message or also. No matter what appears to be, in truth, excuse me, loves. No matter what appears to be, in truth, there is unfolding, creative genius of the universe. You are not forgotten. You are not forgotten. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. I've talked a lot today. I apologize. Healing process for you here, love. It's a little bit of a long one, I think. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm messing up your good vibes by coughing. I apologize. Healing process. Imagine that you are standing at the silent center of a great cleansing storm. All aspects of your life are rained upon, blown about, and even messed up a little. How do you feel? The storm then passes, and you are left with soft sunshine and slightly soggy feet. Some parts of your life will have been washed away. Some others will be strong and stable, a bit messy, perhaps, but still there nonetheless. How do you feel? Underneath your feet, you see a pattern forming in the cleansed earth, as if it is rising up from the damp, slightly disturbed soil. A golden, gleaming, geometric pattern of a flower of life glows. Sense the perfection of the storm. See how each flower feeds into the next, in symmetry, harmony, and balance. Finish this practice by saying, I give thanks for the higher order of my life, which I trust implicably, and it guides me into wholeness and love. From that which appears as chaos, new order is rising. I trust this and receive this gift of higher order in my life. Now, higher order in my life now. Through grace and mercy, so be it. Relax for a moment. Become aware of your feet and your own time. Go back to your day or evening. You have completed your healing process. If you are very drawn to the flower of life pattern, you may like to research it further or draw or color it in your journal as a visual meditative exercise. So that's a bonus for you, loves. Okay, let's add this up here. We have a 3, a 4. We have a 7, that makes 7, 7, 14. Okay, we have an 8. We have a 5 and another 5, which is 10. So that's 24 plus 8, 32, right? 24, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 32. Just had to make sure. So 32, loves. That breaks down to a 5 for you. Your master number is number 5. Let me pull this up for you, loves. Number 5. Naturally, this does mean changes as well. The number 5 is the most dynamic and energetic of all the single-digit numbers. It is unpredictable, always in motion, and constantly in need of change. Although it is molded from an almost equal mix of masculine and feminine qualities, in general, the 5 is slightly more feminine, albeit a daring, tomboyish kind of feminine, with nothing demure demure, I've never heard that word, or submissive about her. The 5 is extremely independent in mind and soul. She is an adventurer and a risk taker who has hard time staying in one place, in one job, in one house, or in one relationship. Change is an absolute necessity. And yet the 5 is surprisingly loyal. The 2 and 6 are the most harmonious relationship numbers, but either one will, when temptation is strong enough, cheat on his or her partner. The 5 will not. The 5 may break off a relationship due to her restless nature, but while in a relationship, she will not deceive her partner. However, when she is not in a relationship, she considers herself free to date anyone she chooses and has no problem going out with a different person every day of the week. And you better not try to tell her she should limit herself in any way, at least not if you want to stay on her good side. So yes, the 5 being changes, career changes, life changes, drastic, subtle changes happening for you, darlings. The suggestion here is to follow your own rhythm. Remember, your master number is 5. And yeah, I feel like this was pretty cut and dry. Again, it's within you. It's within you, loves. All right? Okay, rewatch this if you have to, my darlings. And that is your message for those who chose card pile number 2. Going on to number 3. All right, so for those of you who chose pile 3 with our pansies and our violas, let us put those aside. They're very delicate. They're very, very delicate and sensitive. All right. Maybe like me. Maybe like all of us. So here we're going to make our egg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hope you can see all of those. All right. So, card number 1, darlings. Receiving. Number 27. Receiving. So we're going to go ahead and write that number down because, again, at the end of this, we're going to give you a master number. Okay, darlings. So card position number 1, guidance for the new life and creative awakening happening for you now. This is your receiving. So let's look this up. Now, the descriptions in this book are quite wordy and quite lengthy. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and I'm probably only going to read a couple of paragraphs, okay? At the end of each, there is a healing process. I will read the entire healing process. And this way, if you are struggling with this area, this card placement or the card itself, if you're struggling in this area of your life, my darlings, there is a healing process at the end that you can do to recover this energy. Okay, Les? It says, number 27, receiving. You are so loved. Your every need is witnessed and responded to by the universe. However, you sometimes forget this. You become swept away in the momentum of the habitual consciousness, and you forget to take a moment to stop, breathe, and be. In that moment, you can receive the love of the universe that is receiving you. It will nourish you with contentment and energy. You have not done this enough, so your soul is becoming parched and drying out. Energy has been going out of you, but there is not enough coming back in. It is time to bring something back in for you to receive and be received. You are being offered a chance for restoration now, to feel nourished, cared for, and loved. Accept it. You deserve it. The healing process below will help you surrender any guilt or shame you feel for having needs in the first place. It will also help you overcome any struggle that you have receiving and accepting so that your needs can be met, my darlings. Yes, receiving. Again, that's coming in your placement of guidance for your new life. All right? Your healing process, if you need this. Say aloud, I release all false guilt and shame about having needs and all false beliefs about rest being wasteful or unnecessary. I accept healthy, productive, sacred rest and the gifts of happiness that it brings. I understand that rest and activity, balance, feed and nourish each other. There is a sacred healing that happens through rest, which is very powerful. I accept and receive this now, through unconditional love. This is now so. Then read this story aloud as though you were lovingly reading it to yourself as a child. You may like to curl up comfortably on the sofa. The great French Impressionist painter Monet sat in his garden on a warm afternoon. He was napping lightly on his garden bench, with the sunlight dappling gently through the straw hat resting over his face. It was soft and warm on his closed eyelids. He sighed contentedly. A noisy neighbor poked his head over the fence, keen to know what this brilliant artist was up to now. "Sir, you are resting," the curious neighbor called out. "No," responded Monet, wiggling to get even more comfortable in his reclining garden chair. "I am working." He relaxed further as the mild breeze tickled the hair on his forearms. Monet returned to his garden the next day, consumed by the urge to translate his feelings onto the canvas. He painted with great energy and focus. He was inspired to paint He was inspired and the paint flowed. Oh my goodness, sorry guys. Again, the noisy neighbor poked his head over the fence. He called out, "Sir, you are working." "No," said the artist, barely pausing with his brush. "I am resting." When you're done, give yourself a hug and perhaps have a nap or a cup of tea, or do a little dance around your living room, or paint, relax, go for a walk in the park, or do a spot of a window shopping. Just be, play, laugh, and relax, you guys. Give yourself what you feel you need at this time. If you aren't certain, that's fine. Guess. And you know the more often you do this, the more skilled you will become at identifying and meeting your own needs. Absolutely, loves. Meeting your own needs. That's the guidance for your new life. Guidance for your new life. And the creative awakening here for you, loves, is to allow yourself to receive and be received. Number 4, against the grain. Coming in your spot number 2, your card 2 placement, against the grain. Let's write that down, number 4. Any blocks or issues that you're working through now, that you need to work through now to allow this to happen, okay? To allow this to happen. You're receiving, all right? Any blockages. We've got number 4, against the grain. You want birds to be able to fly underwater. You want love to trump power. You want humanity to create and relate to each other as equals, to recognize the sacredness in you and in the world around you. You want to unleash the beauty that hides even in the ugliest of scenes or sentiments. You want to make possible what others say cannot be. You are a radical dreamer, a sacred rebel, and you bring the light of a more positive future in this world. However, this can have its burdens. Deep within you may feel that you don't really fit in with the rest of the world. Perhaps your sense of how things can be and how they really are is so different to the smaller minds and more fearful hearts of many others that you rarely received for all that you offer. This might make you feel frustrated thwarted, and lonely at times. The universe so loves you for your unusual take on things, for the quirkiness in you that dares to honor that which is different and renders the impossible possible. You must never ever lose your unusual ways or become dry, serious, appropriate, and conventional, not even for appearance's sake, for you would lose your essence. You are here to show that life is about so much more than conventional success. This oracle comes with a special message for you. You are someone who lives and breathes in the depths of creative waters. You need to lose yourself in the flow of music, nature, and dreams, imagination and fantasy through art, literature, meditation, dance, and an essential surrender to the sacred waters of the ocean, the river, the lake, or the bathtub. Yes, absolutely. Go against the grain. Your healing process for this loves. And again, just to reiterate, that is coming for you in your blockages. Any blocks or issues that you need to work through to allow this receiving to occur, for these blessings to occur in your life, okay? Your healing process. Close your eyes and relax. Take 7 deep breaths in and out as you bring your awareness into your body and the space that exists within your body. When you are relaxed, imagine, sense or perceive a winding river of golden light that starts below your feet. Sense it gathering there as a pool of liquid golden energy. It has an intelligence of its own, and it winds its way into beautiful patterns before you, flowing with grace and playfulness. The river of light symbolizes your life's journey. Just notice it and enjoy it. See that your life journey is unique. You may focus on your own river of life or expand awareness to sense the rivers of light that represent the journeys of those around you. You may see, sense, or feel the paths of you are unique to them also. No one has the exact same journey to take, even though we are all heading towards one destination of absolute love. Say the following aloud. I honor myself. I honor the truth that I express through my very being. I accept the protection that I am offered so that I may go against the grain from a place of love as an innovation for others to be open to life. So be it. You are ready. Simply open your eyes and sit quietly with your hand over your heart for a moment, and you have completed your healing process. Beautiful, you guys. Card 3. Ooh, inner trust, number 2. This is the gift that is coming to you through this process. Number 2, inner trust. This is your gift. Though it may be cloaked and hidden, within you lies natural magnificence, vibrancy, and true uniqueness. The harder this is for you to believe, the more growth this oracle is offering you now. Your opportunity for growth lies in letting go of the need to hide yourself from the world and to let go of any doubt about the wonder of what lies within you. This oracle brings you the message that this is time for you to trust yourself and let the real inner you out from behind the veil. You are being assured that you can trust your intuitions and your own sense of things. Sometimes what you sense will be love, and you will open your heart and move easily towards the source of that love. Be it in the form of another person, a new career path, a project which you care deeply about or want to pursue, or a spiritual or creative practice that you are keen to explore. Sometimes what you sense will be more challenging than this and will ask something different of you. It might be that you sense fear of sabotage lurking within someone's intentions or in situations around you. This oracle asks you to trust yourself and find the most authentic and self-loving way to deal with that. Perhaps you have drawn to this card because you are unnecessarily holding yourself back out of fear or a lack of belief in your ability to support and care for yourself, or in the importance of your need for self-expression in your relationships. This oracle of inner trust comes to you with guidance. You know what you're doing. You have enough wisdom and intuition to be able to place yourself more fully in the world and to take steps to unhide yourself. Absolutely. Okay. Excuse me, my loves. Again, that's your gift coming to you. Your healing process here, loves, if you have a hard time trusting yourself. Okay? Place your hands on your heart and say aloud, I think very clearly, or think very clearly. I trust in the love of my heart. Place your hands on your stomach and say aloud or think very clearly, I trust my instincts. Place your hands on your belly and say aloud, I think or think very clearly, I trust in the flow of life. Yes, you guys. Say the following aloud, I trust myself. I trust in my higher self. I trust in life. When I don't know, my higher self does know. I am guided by the wise voice of my higher self within my heart. I trust myself and I allow myself to be guided in all things by the wise instinctive knowing within. I am not afraid to be seen. I unveil myself from my hiding places, and step by step I show myself with all my unique beauty to the world. I am seen and I am received with love by myself and by others. I am worthy. Absolutely. Inner trust. Yes. Beautiful. All right. Card number 4 for you, loves. Guidance for interacting with the outer world here during this process. Number 33, Heaven Sent. Number 33, Heaven Sent. Guidance for dealing with the outer world during this process. Heaven Sent here, loves. Just as we receive gifts in the physical world through our thoughtfulness of others to acknowledge how much we mean to them, so too we receive the gifts on other levels, including the spiritual level. Again, I just want to highlight receiving. It's talking a lot about receiving already. A spiritual gift is something that happens through grace. We can ask for help, and it may be given in response to that request. All requests for help are answered. A spiritual gift can be also given without us asking at all, at least not consciously. Sometimes it is in our hearts that we cry out for help. While we are busy getting on with our to-do lists, we often don't stop to think about what our hearts might be needing. If we do, and an immediate solution is not obvious, we just get on with our life, either letting the issue be or taking the more painful option of dwelling on it without seeing how it might be resolved. However, there's a loving benevolence in life that knows exactly what we need and how it can best come to us even when we are not quite so clear. This force actively seeks to assist us in walking our life path. Yes, assisting us in walking our life path. Absolutely. The loving sweetness is being offered to you now, or soon it will be, in the form of a spiritual gift. Your spiritual gifts may be symbolic. It may be something that seems ordinary but holds a lot of meaning to you. It might be an object that catches your eye and mesmerizes you, loves. You might think you are appreciating how lovely it looks, but it is underlying energy that captivates you. Something in its appearance, color, or shape speaks to you and is, perhaps, answering an unspoken prayer. It is not the object that is the gift. That is just the unwrapping. The actual gift is subtle, yet effective empowerment. It is like a spiritual booster shot that helps you move forward in life with additional zing, extra strength, and greater pace. Yes, my loves. So that is card placement 4. This is your guidance for dealing with the outer world. Heaven Sent, number 33. Your healing process, my loves, is very short. Say, through unconditional love, I now accept the spiritual gifts that are bestowed upon me with complete trust and gratitude. So be it. Wonderful. Awesome. Okay, so number 5 here. Number 5, this is your special message from higher self and spiritual guides on this matter. Number 24, new birth guarded vigilantly. New birth guarded vigilantly here. Number 24, writing that down. Your special message, number 24. New birth guarded vigilantly. In every creative process, in every birth, in every opening of a new cycle of life, there's a time of vulnerability. This vulnerability is natural and appropriate. It is the full learning to become steady on its legs. Those legs will become remarkably powerful in time, but the process of growth and maturity has to take place, and that requires some wobbly first attempts. It cannot be any other way. Within you, perhaps even below the level of your conscious awareness, there is a fresh new life emerging, like a vibrant green shoot rising from above the earth. This new life is in need of your attention and your care. This could be a new relationship that needs tending with interest and kindness. It could be a new idea that you need to nurture into fulfillment because it's going to hold special purpose in your life path. It might be something within you, a new behavior, a new way of looking at yourself, or a new way of being in the world that you need to tend to until it becomes more natural for you to embody. This is most significantly so if you've also drawn the oracle of defend to the end the worthwhile. We have not drawn that card yet, but we will see what this last card has to say. If you feel drawn to do so, you may read the guidance of that card now. Drawing either or both of these alerts you to the fact that the idea you are currently nurturing or soon will be nurturing is of great importance to you and to your life path. Pay appropriate respect to the message of those cards, and you will reap great spiritual benefit of emotional well-being. All right, loves. So your healing process for this card. Close your eyes and relax. Focus on the breath, on your breath for several moments. Imagine the external world fading away, and allow yourself to step into your heart, as though within you there is a silent, vast, open space. That space within is peaceful. Sense, see, or feel that deep within that space, a tender young shoot is rising from the earth. This tremendous courage and focus, it has summoned the energy to crack through the seed and once contained in its life force and is reaching directly up towards the light, boldly determined to become a full, mature plant. Imagine that you are joyfully, lovingly, and consciously standing guard over that shoot. From a loving, aware, and strong space, you firmly move on. Any big muddy boots that would step onto it, or any devouring insects that look rather interested in that tasty young morsel. You do this easily and effectively, whilst remaining centered in your heart. Around you and the shoot are many beings of unconditional love. These may be ancestors, spiritual guides, beings of light, or angelic beings. You may sense darkness rise and fall around you, and the circle of light created by your love and the beings supporting you to protect this tender shoot, this tender young shoot. You can notice that the rise and fall of darkness whilst remaining calm centered and detached in your heart as you focus your love on the young plant. Watch it respond and grow strong. All is well. You may whisper to it, "You are safe." You will grow strong and thrive through unconditional love. So be it. In your own time, just open your eyes and you've completed your healing process. At any time, you can return to repeat this process, especially if you feel anxiety or fear about your new life being able to sustain itself or being strong. There's no fear to worry here, loves. Just treat such feelings as an intuitive sign that this healing process will be helpful to you, and do repeat it. You can do it daily for a few weeks if you're going through a particularly vulnerable period in your life, and you can do it whenever you want. You will never do any harm, and it will only ever support you. It will never do you any harm, and it will only ever support you. Phew. All right, loves. Again, that was your special message. Your special message from higher selves. Spirit. I need a drink. I can't show you, I can't share with you what soda I'm drinking because they're not paying me. Someday they will. Number 35, conscious connections. All right, loves, wrapping it up, we have number 35, conscious connections here, coming in the number 6 placement spot for you. This is guidance for bringing this process into your practical manifestations and in your life. All right, number 35. Conscious connections. There is a call for more intimacy in your immediate relationships. There is an opening for heart-to-heart communication that can salvage and restore a broken relationship or friendship. If you are willing to honor your differences and look to what invites you. Sometimes it is hard to bear the differences between one another. One person may be willing to live life in high definition, whilst another may prefer to move vicariously until they have confidence to step into that center stage of their own life. We are not here to judge each other, just to love, to be loved, and to let go of those that cannot accept us as we open up to those who can. This oracle brings guidance for you to trust in the synchronicity that is the connections in your life. The Why can I not read tonight? The synchronicity, not synchronicity, synchronicity. You know what I'm trying to say. I can't pronounce it right now. Oh my gosh. If you've asked to experience a more sacred connection with people who truly get you and want to play life with you, rather than are at odds with you or against you, then this oracle is confirmed that this manifestation is on its way now. It may or not be obvious at first, but kindred spirits are going to enter your life to help you to connect with your deeper feelings and creativity. They will give you wings to your inspirational ideas and big dreams. If you've been asking for healing in your current friendships, relationships, or other immediate friendships, know that this can happen through your willingness to express your true feelings, you guys, and allow the situation to either fall apart or come together according to the greater workings in life. Sometimes webs that have joined people together are broken, and that is appropriate as people outgrow what was once held them together. All right, loves. So if you're having issues with a person, a relationship, a friendship, a kindred spirit in your life, if you're having difficulty here, loves, here is your healing process. With your hand on your heart, say aloud, I surrender all my relationships into unconditional love and ask that the truly nourishing, soul-enriching, expansive, and nurturing relationships be healed and drawn closer to my heart. I ask that this draining, depleting, destructive, or toxic relationships be drawn out of my life. Through unconditional love, mercy, grace, and my own free will, so be it. I'm going to give you a shot of that in case you need to screenshot it so that you can do that prayer. Imagine that you can breathe golden light in through the front of your body and out through the back of your body. Repeat the process with a rich emerald green light. Don't worry if you can't feel or see the light, just intend to work with the light and relax. Finally, visualize, perceive, and see a beautiful beating heart with luminous green and gold parrot wings on either side of it. Imagine, perceive, or feel that there are many other beautiful beating hearts with parrot wings of different colors, and they are all flying around together. Enjoy the playfulness of this vision, and in your own time, come back to the here and now. Feel the air on your skin. Notice the temperature of the room you're in and feet on the floor. When you are ready, open your eyes and return to your day or evening. You have completed your healing process. All right, loves. So that is your last card. We're going to go ahead and add up your numbers real quick. So that's 3, 5, 7, 8, and 6. 6 here. So 22, 26, 7, 9. So 26 plus 9 is 35. That breaks down to an 8. 8s, my loves, having to do with cycles beginning, old cycles ending, new ones beginning. Okay, completions of cycles, money, and power. So this is your number having to do with, I don't have my phone. I should have brought my phone back up here. I have a thing I was going to read on the numbers, but number 8, that has to do with, again, cycles. Cycles being complete, old cycles ending, new ones beginning. You guys, the death of that which has to die, that which has to die must go, and that which needs to be rebirthed in its place will be rebirthed. Okay, you guys, it also has to do with money, power, financial security as well. All right, loves, look into the number 8. That is your master number for this time around. And that concludes our reading for everyone. I appreciate you all ever so much for coming, for choosing your to get your message from our Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. Thank you very much for being here. And I wish you all the best of luck. Please stay safe. I hope this helped you out. Please, much healing, blessings, love, and light to you, loves. Peace.